brought to you by TELUS.
Hello, I'm Mike Agarbo.
And hi there, I'm Mariam Murtosh, and welcome to AppTV.
It's a guide through the ups and downs, the downloads and don't downloads of the app world.
This episode is all about exactly what you're doing right now, watching video.
Let's start it all off with everyone's first video app, YouTube. This little invention is less than 10 years old and has come to revolutionize the modern video world.
It's brought seemingly simple videos to the planet, which has created media sensations overnight, like Justin Bieber.
And those little cats that play piano.
That too. It has been used for entertainment, news gathering, and simply having fun. YouTube is an app that definitely enters the App Hall of Fame.
Well, accessible from most mobile devices, you can search for the content you want, and really there are videos on almost everything. The only problem with YouTube, the overwhelming amount of content makes searching a little difficult unless you know exactly what you're looking for. But as far as problems go, that's probably a good one to have.
But YouTube is just the gateway to the world of video apps. We're going to take you one step further with apps you can use to edit your videos on the go.
And apps that stream television shows and movies onto your smartphone. Take a look.
We've got something interesting for all you movie buffs and TV aficionados. It's an app that keeps the films and shows you love with you at all times. Netflix. Netflix is a subscription-based service that offers media to its users via internet streaming. It's a free app to download, but for access to the films and TV shows, you're required to pay a subscription fee of $7.99 a month. What do you get for that amount of cash? Access to a lot of content. You can stream TV shows and movies as often as you want. The subscription gives you access to whatever Netflix has to offer, and you can watch it as often as you want. Netflix has an extensive collection of documentaries and a wide array of foreign films, which are both nice alternatives to the effects-laden Hollywood blockbusters. But don't worry, they've got a few of those as well. If you subscribe to Netflix and you start watching a movie on your computer or TV at home, you can pick it up on the go on your portable device, as the content is synced across multiple platforms. The user interface is about as easy as they come. The downside of such simplicity is that the app doesn't offer as many advanced functions as the web version does, so searching can get a bit time-consuming and tiresome. The slider bar allows you to fast forward or jump to other points in the film, which, unlike the YouTube version, doesn't lock up the film you're watching, though you still may find yourself waiting a few seconds while the show buffers. And the home screen instantly shows you the latest movie editions, so as soon as you load up the app, you can see the new titles. The quality of the films you watch through Netflix is exceptional, considering you're likely watching the movie on a phone. And you don't have to go through the painstaking process of downloading, ripping, uploading, encoding, or even copying the film to your mobile device. You just make your selection and start watching. A few other things to note: streaming over 3G can eat up a lot of your monthly data plan, so be warned. And the Canadian version of Netflix doesn't offer as extensive a content library as the American version does. However, there's a ton of amazing films and TV shows to be found, as well as some old gems worth checking out. And the whole thing fits right into your pocket.
Video on your smartphone isn't only driven by apps connecting you to YouTube. You can find video being used in a variety of apps, including this week's Hot 5. Air Video will let you stream any of your video content from your home media collection to your device, even converting the video format to work on your smartphone along the way. We love this app. If you want to send video the other way, you can always stream out on your own channel. There's a variety of apps that do this, but our app of choice is the UStream Live Broadcaster. Notify people on Facebook and Twitter before your live stream starts, and even have interaction during the live stream with UStream's Social Stream feature. Ever see those popular videos on YouTube of the people who take daily photos of themselves for years on end? Join in the fun with an app called Every Day. The app tells you where to line up your face, gives you reminders to shoot your photo, and you'll have a video of yourself aging gracefully before your eyes. Well, the graceful part is up to you. Speaking of photos becoming video, we've got an app to help you create your own stop motion videos right on your smartphone. It's called Simply Stop Motion Recorder. Move around those little toys and objects, snap the photos, and put it together in a little movie to release the child within. If that's got you feeling a bit nostalgic, you'll want to download 8mm vintage camera. There's a lot of faux vintage apps out there, but this one really stands out for us. With its easy-to-use interface, ability to add vintage effects like film jitter, projector sound effects, and most importantly, a really authentic 8mm camera look, you'll be transported back in time in no time.
It really is exciting to see where the world of apps is going. When we think of apps, typically we think smartphones. Well, apps are available on a number of internet-connected devices, and a great example is TELUS's AppTV. This is their home television service, and now they have the expandability to offer the Facebook app. And this is pretty cool because it's actually available free of charge and works in conjunction with your TV viewing. Watching a great show right now, Get Connected TV. I can go into the main menu here. It's really well laid out and so simple to get to the actual Facebook app. Go to Applications, hit Facebook. From here, I can set up my Facebook account to work with AppTV. A few simple steps get you up and going, or I can go and access the one that I've already installed. Now ask me for my 4-digit PIN, and this is kind of a cool feature. Every family member can actually access their Facebook account through the AppTV interface here. Once I've done that, it brings me right into the whole Facebook interface for Optic. And this is kind of a cool thing because I can still watch television while accessing all of my social media. You can see here on the side, it's telling me what I'm actually watching right now, watching Get Connected TV on the digital video recorder. What I like is that because of the whole social media aspect, I mean, you want to share what you're doing and your thoughts and the different types of content you're accessing. I can actually share my view. I can tell people what show I'm watching and whether I like it or not, and that'll come up on my Facebook feed. You can see up on the top here, I've got my Facebook picture and my status update. I can go to my wall here, and this will basically show you what's happening on my news feed. I can even have it auto scroll if I want to access all the updates that are happening from myself and my friends. Speaking of friends, I can go down to the friends option, and it'll actually bring up all my friends, my Facebook friends. And I can go into the individual friends here, see what their status updates are, or even check out their photo albums as well. I'll just give you an example. I can go down to my photos. I can create a slideshow, and I can go in and view them all individually as well. And it's very quick too, because you know, these pictures, I've got literally hundreds of them, and I can access them all within seconds. A really exciting way to look at how social media and apps are being integrated into television. It's TELUS's AppTV, and a great new addition, the Facebook app.
After the break, we continue our rundown of the video app world with a look at the apps that make shooting and editing content as easy as watching television.
We've got all that and a lot more when AppTV continues. See you in a moment.
Nowadays, there seems to be a channel for almost everything. Seriously, the fishing channel, the shopping channel, the home renovation channel. You can find TV channels dedicated to practically any subject matter. So, why should it be any different for apps? We're going to take a look at 3 offerings today, and they're all available to download for free. Let's kick off our app channel surf with a look at an app that finds its roots on television. The Score is one of the 5,000 channels out there, and you guessed it, the focus is sports and everything to do with the people that play them. On the iPhone, just tap the little play icon in the top right corner, then look for channels on the top left. Now you have a list of every video offering that Score Mobile has. But clearly, this app isn't only about the video clips. From the NHL, NBA, NFL, CFL, MLB, EPL, and other 3-letter acronyms, along with college football, college basketball, UEFA. Actually, about the only thing not being covered here is a family backyard game of lawn darts in Brandon, Manitoba. Anyway, you can zero in on the sports and scores you want, but you have to do that manually as the app won't let you filter and limit the information. But with a little digging, it will keep you up to date on your league or your team of choice. Let's change channels and go from sports to music with a look at Vivo. Vivo is an app that's seriously in tune with the music you want. Vivo lets you find, play, and share tunes and music videos, create playlists of your favorites, and get alerts to view music video premieres. By accessing Vivo's catalog, you can select from around 25,000 videos from over 7,000 artists. And if you find something you like, you can share it with everyone via Twitter, Facebook, or email. Overall, the videos are better quality than YouTube, and you'll get a lot of official material here as the record companies supply most of the footage. No chance of camera phone footage scattered in these results. Do you know this logo? It represents the National Film Board of Canada, or NFB to its friends. Now, what can I say to entice you about the app from the people who brought you the Log Driver's Waltz? How about over 1,000 movies, documentaries, award-winning animations, and trailers galore? The NFB has content about Canada and beyond that will astound and amaze. And it can be saved to your device for 48 hours for when you have the time or if you're out of Wi-Fi range. The NFB has been making movies of all kinds for decades, and you can browse or search the entire collection right in the palm of your hand. And of course, content is available in both English and en français. The TV may seem to have an unending number of channels, but the tube has nothing on the ever-expanding app universe.
Are you ready to battle? Because this cinematic app is about to get medieval on you. It's called Infinity Blade, and it's everything an adventurer might want. Magic sword in one hand, iPhone in the other. Just imagine the movie Groundhog Day mashed together with Clash of the Titans, and you'd be pretty close to the premise of Infinity Blade. Short and sweet, it goes like this. There's an evil overlord called the God King, and he kills you at the very beginning. 20 years then pass, and you're now the son of the slain hero. You're on a quest to avenge the death of your father by killing the God King himself. The 3D graphics are absolutely stellar. While playing the game, you feel like you're watching a movie, but the basics do apply here. You go up in levels, defeating bigger and badder bosses, thereby increasing your ability to fight and use magic. And like most action RPGs, you can increase your character's abilities and gather all kinds of different armors, helmets, shields, and swords along the way. The combat starts out easy, giving you some time to learn and master the game controls. You can dodge, strike, and even block attacks at any time, so there is a bit to learn here. And you'll need to become a great swordsman fast, as each confrontation is more challenging than the last. All the battles are one-on-one, but future updates will allow multiplayer options via Game Center. So, practice fast, because you'll be battling your friends online in no time. The gameplay is fast-paced and engaging. The sound of slicing up your enemies is awesome, and the graphics, well, they're absolutely breathtaking. Nevertheless, there are some things to consider. The gameplay can get pretty repetitive. You're constantly killed, but somehow you always rise again to go after the God King. The app also seems to use a lot of power, draining your battery fairly quickly. But if you're into action and feel like avenging the death of a loved one, Infinity Blade is infinitely worth $5.99.
Windows Phone 7 can convert your smartphone into a next-generation gaming console. Let's begin on your start screen. You simply tap the rightwards facing arrow. It's located near the upper right-hand corner of the screen. Next, locate and select the Games icon. Scroll horizontally until you locate the Player Name tab. Next, you'll be prompted to download Xbox Live Extra. Free of charge, this app will allow you to create a customizable avatar. Tap the Install tab to continue. You'll be asked to confirm this operation. Select the Install tab again and the program will be downloaded. Now, return to the Games application and then scroll to the Xbox Live screen and you'll be taken to your profile page. It's time to name your avatar. Tap the tab labeled Change Gamer Tag. Type in the name you'd like to use on Xbox Live and then tap OK. You'll now be shown your gamer tag. Make sure that you're happy with your choice. This is the only time you'll be able to assign a gamer tag for free. If you're ready to go on, press the checkmark icon at the bottom of the screen. You'll now receive a confirmation that the operation has been completed. Again, select the checkmark icon. Let's customize your avatar. Tap the person-shaped icon at the bottom of your screen. You'll now be asked to select your gender. Follow the prompts and modify your player's style and features to your liking. This is kind of the fun part. Once you've finished, tap the disc-shaped icon to save your choices. Scroll horizontally and you'll discover several submenus. The achievement screen tracks your wins and losses. Your friends page shows you if anyone you know is online. If there is, you can challenge them to a game. The messages screen allows you to view your incoming and outgoing mail. To create a new message, press the plus-shaped icon at the bottom of the screen. Please note, you must be an Xbox Live Gold member in order to use this function. Way to go! You've just finished configuring Xbox Live.
How easy is it to edit video on the go? Easier than you think. We'll let you know if shooting a feature film using apps is a wise move.
That and an app that can help you know when to go to the bathroom. This is going to be perfect for you.
What are you talking about, Mike?
I'm serious. All that and more when AppTV continues. There are apps for anything and anyone, so it's a given that there would be apps for promoting famous people in an attempt to make them more famous. These, my friends, are the Hot 5 celebrity apps. Let's start off with an app that really cooks, Jamie Oliver's 20-minute meals. Already famous for his culinary prowess, the Jamie Oliver app is an extension of Jamie's food reputation. This is more than a recipe book, as full video and tips are provided as you prepare the meal. Hungry yet? Next up, though it contains no mention of pudding pops or a free copy of Ghost Dad, the Bill Cosby app is, aside from those glaring oversights, an excellent resource for all things Cosby. This app contains Bill's concert schedule, photos and videos, audiobooks, and access to his tweets and fan page. Oh, the wait is over. It's the Britney Spears app, complete with legendary special features like shaking your phone and hearing the app say, "It's Britney, bitch." You can even insert a photo of yourself on stage with Britney. My life is now complete. On to Chuck Norris. Bring on the pain, which strangely was also a title considered for the Britney Spears app. This app offers you the chance to step into the shoes of Mr. Tough as you play Chuck in a seriously cool old school arcade game. Sounds like a pleasant way to spend an afternoon. And finally, Sam Jackson. This is the app that allows you to use the obscenity-filled quotes of Sam Jackson in appropriate and inappropriate situations. It's available for the iPhone and iPod Touch, though not recommended for use at Christmas dinner or job interviews.
It's that time again. Time to look at some apps that beg the question, why? First up, iFrench Kiss. Essentially, if you plant your pucker on your phone, it will give you a rating on how well you French kiss. All I can say is finally, no longer do I have to work at and perfect the art of human intimacy with an actual human. My phone will now tell me, and without lying, I am sure, how good of a kisser I am. Was it good for you? Our next app is Kiss Me. This is the same as iFrench Kiss, but it costs you $1 to get the results. And I thought I meant something to you. And finally, wow, this is a good one. Talking Perfect Boyfriend. You install a boyfriend on your phone, talk to him, and have him talk back. The app claims that you'll finally have the perfect boyfriend. I don't know about you, but aside from candlelight dinners and long walks on the beach, some of us just want guys that help do the dishes. I'd really like to see an app that can do that.
It wasn't long ago when the idea of shooting footage and editing it would have involved a small team of well-trained people. Well, now you can shoot and edit a few clips right on your phone. It's pre-production, production, and post-production, and it's all right in the palm of your hands. And action. We begin our movie editing app tour with iMovie. The first thing you need to know about iMovie is that it requires the iPhone 4 or the iPod Touch 4G. The next thing you need to know is that it allows you to make some pretty cool movies in high definition. This feature-rich editing app is designed for multi-touch. Just tap to add an effect or to record more video right into your project. Drag to trim the length of clips, swipe to split clips, and pinch zoom into your timeline to get a closer look. There are a few themes to choose from, and you need to select one to get started. The themes act as filters and add effects to your footage. And don't worry about getting locked into a theme once you choose one. iMovie lets you instantly change themes or swap theme elements. Each theme creates a feel, has its own transitions, and even its own soundtrack, though you can also import from your iTunes if you want a larger music selection. It's also important to know that you can edit the visuals, but no audio editing is possible and only one audio track can be used at a time. Once your masterpiece has been completed, you can export your film in one of 3 different sizes, medium, large, or full HD. Now, in no way does this replace more sophisticated editing software, and I doubt Spielberg will be shooting his next feature this way. And it's also good to know there's no on-phone instructions to get you going, so you kind of have to figure it out on your own. But the intuitive qualities make filmmaking with this app a lot of fun. The next app up, Reel Director. Reel Director offers a highly customizable text treatment and 28 different types of transitions, including fades, wipes, and blurs. So subtitled foreign films heavy on the dissolves are definitely in order. This app allows for serious multitasking, letting the rendering take place in the background while you consider the composition of your next shot. This app is a little more complicated to use, and its render times are definitely longer than those of iMovie. And part of the complexity of Reel Director is the fact that you can't record footage directly into the app itself. You have to record using your camera and then import that footage into Reel Director for treatment and editing. However, unlike iMovie, you can edit the audio, but really only at a very basic level, and you can't access iTunes through Reel Director either. So where does that leave us? iMovie is definitely easier to use and the render times are lower, but the complexity of Reel Director lets you make some pretty interesting films. Both can get your films out to your friends via email and YouTube, but which app you want depends entirely on what type of film you're making. All right, everyone, that's a wrap. Okay, I'm totally excited about this. It's time for our last app, and this thing is hilarious. It's called RunP.
I don't even know if I want to know about this.
Oh, you so do. Have you ever watched a movie and had to leave to go to the bathroom?
All the time.
Well, you probably didn't go because you didn't want to miss anything.
Very true.
Well, RunP lets you know what the best time is to go. What you do is you simply enter the name of the movie and it'll give you a few suggested times to leave so you won't miss any of the action.
I'm like speechless. That's actually pretty useful.
I know, cool, eh? You can even set timers to remind you when that time to run out and pee is coming up so you don't forget.
Great, well, with that said, that about wraps it up for AppTV this time around.
I gotta go.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week. Mike.
I gotta pee.
AppTV is brought to you by TELUS.